What if I told you the biggest reason people never become wealthy isn't lack of opportunity? It's lack of patience. What if I told you that most people who quit investing, quit building a business, or quit working on their dreams, do it exactly 5 minutes before life was about to reward them? More than 80% of investors stop their investment plan within the first 3 years, even though the biggest growth happens after year 7. Imagine climbing a mountain for hours and turning back just 20 steps before the peak without knowing it. That's exactly what compounding does to people. It hides the reward long enough for impatience to destroy the journey. And in this video, you're about to see the psychology, the hidden traps, and the wealth-building secrets behind why compounding feels useless, until suddenly, it makes you rich. Stay till the end, because the final point will flip the way you look at time, money, and your entire financial future. If you're hungry for success and eager to learn, hit that subscribe button. We're here to share the secrets and strategies to accelerate your journey. Let's dive in. Number 1. The invisible years, when nothing seems to work. Have you ever watered a plant every single day and seen absolutely nothing happen for weeks? No leaves, no sprouts, no sign of life. You start doubting yourself. Did I plant it wrong? Is the soil bad? Should I have used a different seed? But underneath the soil, something powerful is happening. The roots are forming, stabilizing, strengthening, preparing for a breakthrough you cannot yet see. Compounding works the same way. It begins with silence, not success. Financial researchers call this period the frustration phase, because your effort seems far bigger than your reward. You invest $200 monthly, and after a year, you barely see a few $100s of growth. You buy dividend stocks, and your first dividend payment is $3. You start a side business and make just $50. Your brain whispers, "This is pointless." But here's the truth nobody talks about. Compounding doesn't reward you in the early years. It tests you. It wants to know if you truly deserve the payoff. And most people fail the test because they mistake slow progress for no progress. But slow progress is the foundation of exponential progress. The acceleration curve, where growth multiplies instead of adds, only appears to those who continue watering the plant long after everyone else gives up. The wealthy understand this invisible phase and embrace it. They know the silent years are not wasted years. They are preparation year. Let me ask you something. Have you ever quit something because the reward didn't come fast enough? If yes, you've experienced the compounding trap firsthand. Number 2. The psychology of quitting. Why the brain hates compounding. Let's get brutally honest for a moment. Your brain is not designed for long-term wealth. It's designed for survival. And survival mode is short-term mode. That's why people chase lottery tickets, gamble on meme stocks, look for viral trading hacks, or jump from one business idea to the next. They want excitement, not consistency. Behavioral finance pioneer Daniel Kahneman calls this present bias, the tendency to value immediate rewards far more than future rewards. The brain feels the pain of waiting 2.5 times stronger than the pleasure of future gain. That means even when something logically makes sense, emotionally, it feels not worth it. This is why compounding frustrates people. The returns are tiny in the beginning, and our dopamine-starved brain feels cheated. That is why checking your investment account every day actually reduces motivation. That is why people drop their long-term plans early. That is why they quit exactly at the moment when they should be doubling down. But here's the secret wealthy people use. Instead of tracking progress, they track identity. They don't ask, how much money did I make this month? They ask, did I behave like an investor this month? This shift removes impatience from the process. When you judge yourself by results, you burn out. When you judge yourself by actions, you grow consistently. Number 3. The reset problem. How people accidentally destroy years of progress. Imagine running a marathon for miles, reaching the halfway mark, sweating, pushing, grinding, and then suddenly deciding to walk back to the starting line. Sounds irrational, right? But financially, millions of people do exactly this. They invest for a year or two, then withdraw the money for a vacation, a new phone, or something emotionally appealing. They start again, quit again, start again, quit again. Each restart completely destroys the exponential potential of compounding. Because here's a fact almost nobody knows. More than 60% of compounding returns come in the last 20% of the timeline. That means if you keep restarting, you never reach the wealth explosion phase. So let me ask you something powerful. How many times have you restarted something in life? Your savings habit, fitness routine, business idea, only to quit before the breakthrough phase? Most people don't lose because compounding is slow. They lose because they interrupt it. The wealthy follow a simple rule: never interrupt compounding unless absolutely necessary. Not for emotional purchases, not for lifestyle upgrades, not because results seem small. Automation becomes their friend. Auto investing, drip, long-term ETFs, because automation removes emotional sabotage. And the next point will completely reshape your understanding of time. It reveals the biggest time-based illusion that stops people from becoming wealthy. Number 4, the time illusion. Why people underestimate how long wealth takes. There's a reason people underestimate compounding. The human mind was never designed to understand exponential growth. Our brains think in straight lines, not steep upward curves. If I tell you to walk 30 steps forward, you can predict exactly where you'll end up. But if I tell you to double your steps every time, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, you'd be shocked how fast you go from 0 to unbelievable. This is the same reason people say this investment is growing too slowly, when in reality they are standing at step 5 of a 30-step exponential staircase. Here's the time illusion in real life. Most people believe wealth compounding should show results in 1-3 years. But according to global financial data, the true compounding effect becomes dramatic only after year 7, mind-blowing after year 12, and life-changing after year 20, especially when investing in powerful financial instruments like index funds, dividend stocks, long-term ETFs, and high-quality equity growth assets. Yet people quit in the first 5 years, right before the growth curve steepens. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever thought, nothing is happening, maybe I should stop? If yes, you're not flawed, you're human. But the wealthy train themselves to separate emotion from timelines. They understand that compounding is not a daily game. It's a decade-long commitment. Books like The Slight Edge explain this brilliantly. Tiny daily choices compound over time into massive wins or painful losses. The difference is whether you stay long enough. Number 5, the comfort trap. Why people stop right when they should double down. This is one of the most shocking psychological traps in wealth creation, and hardly anyone talks about it. When people finally start seeing small progress, maybe they've saved a little money, built a small emergency fund, or generated a tiny bit of passive income, they feel a false sense of security. They subconsciously think, I'm doing better than before. I can relax now. And this relaxation is where wealth goes to die. The comfort trap hits hardest around the point where compounding is about to accelerate. People earn their first $1,000 in dividends and think it's enough. Their stock portfolio grows a little and they slow down contributions. Their side hustle starts making $200 a month, and instead of scaling, they let it stagnate. Comfort becomes the enemy of compounding because comfort kills hunger, and compounding thrives on momentum. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment life starts feeling financially comfortable is the exact moment you must double down, not slow down. The wealthy do this consistently. When the middle class relaxes after making progress, the rich accelerate. When the average person starts consuming, the rich start reinvesting. When most people say, I've done enough, the wealthy say, this is just the beginning. Every wealthy person you admire today has one thing in common. They crossed the boring zone. They stayed during the years when nothing made sense. They endured the slow years, the quiet years, the invisible years. They embrace the loneliness that comes with choosing long-term thinking in a short-term world. In every video, I try to discuss and address the factors that surely improve the chances of your success. If you like this also, subscribe the channel, like, and share the wealthy knowledge to your loved ones. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.